Pirate Pete by Kim Kennedy, illustrated by Doug Kennedy. Gold put the twinkle in Pirate Pete's eye, the shine in his hook, and the sparkle in his smile. Why, he liked gold so much that he plundered every ship on the shore of the 7 seas in search of the gleaming booty. When he heard that the Queen had discovered a treasure map, Pete had to have it. After all, he explained to his parrot, where there's treasure, there's gold, and where there's gold, I'm going. Pete journeyed to the Queen's castle, where he whispered a plan to his feathered companion. You sing her to sleep, and I'll steal the map. Aye, squawked the bird. Up he fluttered to the highest tower, where the Queen sat gloating over the map. Softly the parrot sang her a lullaby. The dirty trick, the old high seas snoozeroo, worked like a charm on the Queen, while overboard Pete climbed the tower. Snatched the map. Here's Pete. Queen is sleeping. He's going to take the map. They're off. By the time the Queen awoke, Pete was far out to sea. Unfurl the map, he told the bird. There lies the gold, he declared, pointing to the bold black X on Mermaid Island. To Mermaid Island we go. We must be swift, said the parrot. Her Majesty's fleet will be after us for sure. Pete spun the wheel east, and with a great gust of wind, the ship sailed off. Fine sailing weather, said the parrot. Pete might have agreed. I does. But he had just spied an island up ahead. Look at this island. He checked the map. That be Candy Island. He growled, twisting up his nose. I think we should pay it a visit. We don't have time, said Parrot. We've got to get to Mermaid Island. Listen up, matey, said Pete. Where there's candy, there's rotten teeth. And where there's rotten teeth, there's gold to fill 'em. And where there's gold, I'm a-goin'. Here they are on Candy Island. The stubborn pirate turned the ship toward Candy Island, and with a good wind behind them, they were soon upon its sugary shores. I certainly would like to go to a Candy Island, but I really should stay on track and go get the gold. Avast ye, candy eaters, Pete ordered the islanders. Open ye mouths so I can see your gold teeth. Pete peeked into the mouths of every licorice-licking, taffy-tugging, chocolate-chomping soul on the island, but he had not reckoned on the toothbrushing. Pearly whites, he cursed. No gold, no gleaming booty. He snatched up some sweets and shoved off. I'm not going to veer off course again, he promised Parrot. To Mermaid Island we go. Uh-oh, there's another island ahead. Fine sailing weather, said the pirate. Pete might have agreed. Aye, 'tis. But he had just spied a spot of luck. Clover Island. That's not where we're headed, said the parrot. Listen up, matey, grumbled Pete. Where there's clover, there's leprechauns. And where there's leprechauns, there's pots of gold. And where there's gold, I'm a-goin'. Do you think you'll find gold? There's the little elf, cried Pete, as the ship creaked ashore. A genuine leprechaun sitting next to a pot of gold. Before the merry man could cock his hat, Pete sized up the pot, scrambled to the ship, and shoved off. Irish stew, he hollered when he lifted the lid. No gold, no gleaming booty. He gnashed his teeth. I'll never veer off course again, said Pete. Next stop, Mermaid Island. Do you think he'll find another island to stop off along the way? Oh, there's another island. I wonder what this one is. Fine sailing weather, yawned the bird. Pete might have agreed. Aye, 'tis. But he had just spied a shooting sight for tired eyes, Sleepy Island. That's not where we're headed, the parrot reminded him. Listen up, matey, said Pete. Where there's sleeping, there's a Sandman. And where there's a Sandman, there's magic gold dust. And where there's gold, I'm a-goin'. He's doing it again. Pete sailed to the snoozing shores where the Sandman was tiptoeing from bed to bed. Pete grabbed the old man's bag and reached inside. Storybooks, Pete bellowed, waking the island. No gold, no gleaming booty. So he hooked a book and shoved off. I'll never veer off course again, he said, pulling on his nightcap. Tomorrow morning we make for Mermaid Island. The sun rose and the ship sailed on. Fine sailing weather, said the bird. Pete might have agreed, aye, 'tis, but he had just spied a smoldering sight, Dragon Island. He turned the ship towards Smoky Peaks. That's not where we're headed, flapped the parrot. Listen up, matey, said Pete. Where there's dragons, there's lairs, and where there's lairs, there's gold, and where there's gold, I'm a-goin'. Ashore, Pete crept into the dragon's lair, where he found a giant lizard snoozing beside a golden egg. Between the snorts and snores, Pete sneaked the egg from its hazy nest, rolled it to his ship, and shoved off. Did he find a great big gold egg? I don't know. Here's the egg. Uh-oh, that doesn't look like gold to me. 'Tis a golden goose egg, guessed Pete. Suddenly, the shiny shell cracked open. Out popped a baby dragon with a mouthful of flames. That's no goose, cried Pete. It's a fire-breathing lizard, and he's set our sails ablaze. Abandoned ship. Oh no, the boat is on fire. They've got to get out. While the baby dragon flew off with his mother, Pete and his parrot jumped into a rowboat. The parrot watched in despair as their trusty ship sank beneath the waves of a simmering splash. We're done for, sobbed Parrot. Whale bait, shark snacks. There's no sharks, said Pete. There's no mermaids. We've made it, cheered the parrot. We've made it to Mermaid Island. Here, see all the mermaids? They're finally there. They found the gold. Hand me the treasure map, Pete declared, crawling onto shore. After yelling out paces and counting out steps, hobbling to the right and wobbling to the left, Pete finally called, Here 'tis, X marks the spot. Pete began digging, then he struck something. A treasure chest, he cried with a clang of his cutlass. He broke the chest lock. The lid flew open to reveal. Gold, Pete sang, gleaming booty. It was a pirate's dream to come true. While Pete bathed in the glorious riches, a shadow fell across him. What do you think it is? Uh-oh, it's the Queen. The Queen, squawked the parrot as guards gathered round. Look here, your majesty, said Pete, fumbling for a fib. I've got your treasure all dug up and waiting for ya. But the Queen would not be tricked this time. Take the gold, she ordered her men, but leave the pirate and his bird here. Then quickly, as they had come in, the Queen and her troops disappeared. All that work and no gold, no gleaming booty, moaned the parrot. What's worse, we're marooned. How are they going to get back? Not to worry, matey, said Pete with a wink. The Queen may have taken our gold, but she forgot our boat. So Pete and his faithful companion set off again, this time for the sunset, where the ocean glistened like 1,000 coins of gold. After that, where was the gold? They were a-going. Thank you for listening. This is JoJo's Storytime for Kids, and this is another book reading for my special friend, Emmett. Bye.